Hi, my name is Chris Conley, a professional motion picture and television editor. And I did a review a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, I think, on this chair, the Moojirs Ergonomic Office Chair. I have also, subsequent to that, done a conversion of my editing desk to a stand-up adjustable. So I'm finally getting around to doing the follow-up on this chair. I did do, as it turned out, some 14, 15-hour days in this chair in the last couple weeks, and it's a phenomenal chair. Having said that, after, kind of talking about this cushion on the front, while it's much better than the Herman Miller chair that it replaced, when you're working 15-hour days, there is just no chair, I think, that is going to be 100% comfortable on the backs of your legs. So while it's better than the Herman Miller, let's be honest, you're sitting 15 hours, you're still going to end up putting some pressure on the back of your legs and not being super comfortable sometimes. However, this lumbar support is amazing. I love this. But that leads to one of my, complaints about the chair. While I mentioned that these armrests have pretty good tension, and I, in my initial review, said I didn't think they would slide on their own, what I found was oftentimes, because I want to get this lumbar support into my back, I have a tendency to almost to push myself, and when I do that, it definitely makes these arm rests slide forward. And I don't know that any chair that has adjustable armrests is going to be any different, but it's an annoyance that I've come across, and especially if you're sitting next to your desk. I've pinched my fingers against the desk, so that is minor drawback, but drawback nonetheless. When I find myself pushing myself back into that chair, these armrests will move. And I also had several people, I had one person ask if I could test this tension control on the chair tilt. And apparently the other user had a situation where this tension seemed not to do anything. This does, in fact, adjust the tension for me on the tilt, but I think it's set at the absolute minimum tension when you get it. I did have to turn it quite a lot to get it to tighten up, but it definitely does what it says it does. As I turn it in the tightening direction, I get much more tension in the tilt. And that is, I never mentioned it in the initial review, but that's controlled by this lever here. So when it locks, and if you want to put it into tilt mode, you push that down and it unlocks. And then this knob definitely does provide tension. One thing I also did the time I put it together, and I didn't mention it before, but I installed on this chair roller blade wheels on this casters. It was an extra purchase. I think they were about $35 or something. I don't know. But I did that when I first put the chair together and didn't mention it. And I love those. It just makes the chair move much more easily on my carpeted floor. I love this chair. Having worked on it for 2 weeks now, still a fan, and just can't imagine that it's going to fall apart. And it works great. Love it. That's it. Really, just a quick follow-up to. I said I would do it, so I wanted to do it. Please, if you haven't seen the original review, feel free to take a look for it, and like and subscribe. I'm going to keep trying to review things that I use around the office, so if anybody wants to be notified of updates, please subscribe. All right, thanks very much.